Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday. Food off Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday. Food off Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday. Food off Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday. MMA on a Friday. A Cuban on a Friday. Fat on a Friday. Food off on a Friday.
I can rub my nipples to this sexy little beat. Me reading the news, it makes your chode wanna skeet. Watching MMA makes my knees so weak. Points to JBH, mission complete.
Food on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday. Food on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday. Stop the point scheme right now. I'm gonna roll the die of doom. Food on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday. Food on Friday. We gonna drink, smoke, food on a Friday.
Yeah! Friday! You ready, Fooks? It is a Fook Off Friday. I hope everyone is. Wonderful. Try it again.
Wonderful.
Remix. Wonderful. It's good to see everyone here hanging with the boys. You gotta love Friday, right, Jesse?
I love Fridays, Mystic Moss.
Now, I changed the setting over here. We look clearer.
No,
No?
it doesn't
A little
look
bit?
bad.
Little
Good job.
something. I changed. Okay, what's
You're
up, friends?
a pro, bud.
Yeah, pow, like that. All right, here we go. It's Friday. We have RDA versus Kevin Lee tomorrow. They both
Yes.
made weight.
Yes.
That's happening. We have Sage Northcutt. Got knocked the Fook out in 29 seconds. 1FC. Tyron Woodley is out of the fight with Robbie Lawler. And, man, a lot of MMA news tonight. Jesse, how are you?
I am actually wonderful. I feel wonderful.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it today, right before the show. I was cooking a lovely dinner for you. And all I was thinking about was how fortunate I am to have this job and this community as my family.
Oh. That was beautiful, Jesse.
All right. Enough.
That was absolutely beautiful. I mean, now 64 people are staring at you as you got all sentimental.
I know, I made myself want to vomit.
Why? Why all of a sudden did you have these beautiful thoughts?
I don't know. Usually I'm like...
I hate myself. I hate my life.
yeah,
I hate the
I'm miserable.
community.
I'm completely miserable. But not today. No,
You know
not
why?
today. I'm reflecting on what I have. And I feel very fortunate.
You better
I've
reflect.
got this man
That's right.
to be the best co-host in the world. I mean, what more can I ask for?
Well, you know what? I'm wearing my super tight goddamn celebrity shirt. That's
true.
right. It's Friday night. And what better night than to wear the goddamn celebrity shirt?
Yeah.
Friday is the best day of the week, right? Or maybe Saturday is even better.
Every day is the best day of the week, Moss. Love life.
Okay, I'm gonna vomit now. I'm gonna vomit if we get too goody two shoes over
All
here.
right.
But I do love life, and you know who doesn't love life? Sage Northcutt.
Why?
He does not love life because 29 seconds into the fight, he got knocked the Fook out. I mean, I watched it again when I was taking a shit before, and I was like, holy shit. I mean, this dude, I don't know who the guy is. Apparently, he fought in Bellator before, the guy that fought him, and he fucking cracked him with a right. And the delayed reaction of Sage, he was like, that didn't hurt, Mr. Ah, black guy. Right on the floor, face first.
He did a face plant.
He literally face planted. And, man, him, Eddie Alvarez, not too good over there at 1. What do you think?
I find it funny because not too long ago, there was an article that came out about how Sage Northcutt was going to be 1FC's like new biggest thing. And then he gets knocked out into a face plant.
Mr. Karate. I think we have the video, right? Do we have it on
it's in the
theMMAHoles.com?
Yes,
we should go
so,
straight to that video.
Sure.
And yes, Tyron Woodley is out. That kind of sucks ass balls. But I'm going to scroll through to the video because this is pretty interesting. This was in the morning. The fuck? I'm on the wrong thing. We're on theMMAHoles.com, and what am I doing? I was in the right spot. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Thank you. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Yeah, there's Sage. And, yeah, he caught it. He caught it bad. Now, I see people on the internet, and I see in the chat actually right now, people are saying that Sage Northcutt, well, he has a glass chin. And I'm going to go with... Yeah, I'm going to go with no. Vlad.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Vladimir, the first person in the points game tonight.
From the moment I seen Sage Northcutt's opponent, I said, whoa. This guy's entirely too black for his first fight.
Very black.
They should have gave him a skinny Chinaman.
Agreed.
Doesn't look good for one of their new poster child. Points Moss.
No!
They didn't give him a layup. And thank you, Vlad. Started off for the boys. Last week, I won by 1 point. Tonight, I will go 2 in a row. That's right, Jesse. It is a points game, and Vlad is wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right. Yeah, the guy was too black. I agree with Vlad on that one.
You did such a good job on this camera.
I did such a good job on this camera. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Sage Northcutt. Man, so we're going to play this video over at 1. Now, it's too early for me. I was sleeping. I don't know what time this was on the East Coast. What was it, like 8 or 9 o'clock or 7 o'clock, 7 a.m.?
It was, I don't know, like 8.
I was in bed.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it wasn't, it's not in the States, but I was sleeping. I was sleeping. Actually, that's actually not
awake.
too early. Yeah, maybe we should have watched it. I don't know.
I was awake.
But on a a Friday morning, it's just bizarre. People got shit to do.
Super chat.
Kevin Costa, what the fuck?
Points to my girl JBH.
He's back! My boy is back!
Whoa.
He's back!
Whoa. Oh, fuck!
My boy! Mwah, 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 mwah. Ready?
Oh, shit, I'm fooked tonight. All right, JBH has spoke. She's taken the lead over here 3-2, and that's right. The loser has to roll the die. Whoa! Let's fart!
Yes!
Oh, shit!
Yes!
Let's fart! Everybody fart in the chat as we're about to fart in Jesse. How dare he? How dare he?
Moss, you got your win last week, so now back to reality. Points Jesse.
Yes! Yes!
I still feel strong tonight, but JBH with a big one over there. Holy shite.
Life on
20.
autopilot. Just for you.
There we go. Life on autopilot. Thank you. That was wonderful.
Wonderful.
23-2. It's going to be a big night tonight because I'm going to win. Yeah. The boys.
Hang with the boys.
We will ride. Points to Mystic or points to JBH. Remember, that's how you play.
Stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Uh-oh.
Sage Uncut got knocked the fuck out. He's been nothing but hype. Besides, Sage's Uncut's father was a steroid and cocaine dealer.
True.
His DNA is rotten. Hashtag free my Negro Steve Johnson. Hashtag free my Negro. Points JBH for not dating a black guy again.
There you go.
KFC is in the chat.
2 more points to JBH.
He
And
said
it looks like you're dancing a lot tonight.
He said free KFC. KFC's in the chat right now.
I don't know. He doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. Oh,
You can't
I gotta give you that
stop the
point.
Siberian
Hold on a
Express.
second. 25.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
25 points for JBH.
Sage Northcutt is the perfect example of mismanagement. Northcutt is arguably the best athlete in MMA and has tons of potential. However, unlike in boxing where they give fighters time to build themselves, MMA does the opposite and kills careers.
You know what? I'm actually, and thank you for the donation. I kind of agree. Why was Sage fighting at 185? What?
Spicing things up.
Spicing things up. This is what happens when you're Sage Northcutt and you fight a guy, a big black guy. Not like it makes a difference, right? Well, according to Vlad, it does.
Yes.
But a powerful black man at 185 fights Sage Northcutt, and we're going to show the video right now. Man, oh man. Donations on fire tonight. Remember, say points to Mystic so I win. All right, here we go. There he is. Is his face all smushed up? You think I would have queued this up before? All right, here we go. There it is. Now, people saying that he has a glass chin, I think that's ridiculous. They're fighting at 185. And this man, look where he caught him. Anyone in the chat, anyone that breathes out of their lungs would go to sleep. The thing is, Sage didn't even see this thing coming. Let's watch it.
People that want to grapple with.
Shut this guy up. Oh, shit.
Face plant.
That came in quick.
Caught.
Bo! I mean, who the fuck? Sage, you know, that karate shit where his arms aren't covering his face. Pa-bang! Yeah! Yeah!
That's it. Yeah, good.
I mean, I got to say this. I think majority of the, well, not everyone, but I think majority of the people got punched in the face, right? I think everyone's got. Jesse, have you ever been punched in the face?
Yes.
It sucks. The thing
It doesn't
about
feel good.
the thing that's cool about getting punched in the face is you really don't feel it. You know, it
Well, you
happens
do.
so fast. You feel it afterwards.
Yeah.
But you don't feel it when it happens. It's just like whoa, that sucked. This thing came in so fucking fast. It hit him flush on the side of his face. Boom! No one's taking that shit. No one's taking that shit. Sage looked like he was scared. He was shitting his pants. 29 seconds in. Pa-bang! Oh! I like the delay reaction too. But god damn. Woo! That was nasty. Shout out to 1FC for just doing that. Now, do you think 1FC is trying to send a message out there? Like, listen, we're not going to put these guys against scrubs. Like, if he would have went over to Bellator, you know he's getting, pass me the ball, lay up, lay up. You'd be getting that shit over there.
Yeah.
But with 1FC, they're like, no. Oh, no. You get to fight at 185. You fight at 185. I put you in ropes against big black man. And this will happen to you. Bang! Oh! That's what happens over there. That is what happens over there. You don't see that in Bellator.
I want to bring up something that I saw Kevin say in the chat. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I had made the same reference earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
He said that because Sage was I can't remember. In fact, let me just read it. I want to paraphrase.
Just paraphrase.
him.
Sorry, it's Kevin.
He said karate fighters all end up the same way. Wonder Boy, MVP, and Sage knocked out cold. And I made the
down.
I made the same reference about MVP earlier today. I said not about the whole karate thing, which is a good point, but the whole MVP thing, how there was like such a hype about him, and then he gets knocked out instantly. This almost the same way. It was an interesting reference.
Well, why was he fighting at 185? I mean, he wants to get all beefy over there. Like, I that's the one thing I didn't understand. Why is he fighting at 185? Man, that shit that's brutal, man. It's like, bing! Yeah. Oh man, poor Sage. Let's see what the chat has to say.
BK Rhoda's back. He
What a
says,
BK.
hello, friends. Haven't seen BK Rhoda in a long time. Geek says, Conor has the same stance. Steve Sparks 185 and one is 170 here.
Is that what it is? Is it 185 their metric system? Is that what's going on? I have no fucking idea. I have no clue. I have no idea about 1FC. I am learning as I go along. All I know is this. Sage Northcutt did not get a layup.
T-Bird says they want him looking sexy in the ring. Skullcrackers Conor fights in that karate stance. Jessica G says JBH farted. It's true.
She did.
Jordan Alex says no chin Northcutt. Flat Earth Deacon says overhand right sparked him. Steve Sparks hydro testing. Skullcracker says no weight cut. Ebbs Rock Pico. Sergio Edmonds says MMA-Holes yo.
What up?
Yo Sergio. Damaged One says Sage will be the bottom in Brokeback Mountain 2. Meeping Peem says I love that good sound effect.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like they don't allow water cuts at 1. So 1, basically, these guys fighting at more of their natural weight from what the chat is saying. That makes sense. And actually, then UFC should follow in their footsteps. KKK MMA.
Wentz fought Sumter's next MMA-Holes interview. I can't wait to roast him about his beta cuck Instagram post. Sage was fighting at 185 because one does weight classes differently. Points JBH for not being a brainwash probe baby murder drone.
Whoa.
Let me
Jesus.
show you the
Where are the boys
biceps
tonight?
I've been working out.
Why all the vaginas out tonight? What's going on? JBH with the points. Super chat. Jesse's taking me out.
He leaned over.
My broad shoulders.
Sage absorbed 100%. Maybe learn defense. PTS JBH.
Whoa!
Yes!
You know, defense would have been nice, but that didn't happen. There you go, JBH getting the points tonight. And I have a theory.
Yeah. What's your theory?
I think the reason why the boys are giving you points tonight is they are very intimidated by my sexy tight shirt. That's right. I think that's what's going on right now.
You think so?
Yeah. Real claims to be this like, oh, I do steroids. I'm so hip. I got all muscles.
You can't offend them and expect them to give you points.
And this man over here, au natural, rocking a little beer belly, got the fucking nips all tight into this shirt, squeezed into this shirt. I have a feeling that some of the boys are a little intimidated tonight. It's okay. It's all right. One day you will be 42 years old and squeeze into a skimpy shirt too. Maybe not an MMA show, but maybe that's what it is.
You can't offend them and expect them to give you points.
No,
Moss.
listen, I speak the truth. All right, so the fact that there are some people saying that he has no chin. I mean, I think we could. I think it's just trolling.
Wait,
What?
I have an announcement to make.
Uh-oh. Hold on a second.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Donation. Simply pump.
Reporter, so Kevin, how do you see you and RDA fight going? Kevin, yeah, I see a lot of holes in Khabib's game. I'm just gonna squeeze myself in there and I see myself getting a win.
Whoa!
What? When did this happen?
I heard something about this. I see a lot of holes in Khabib's game. Let's see. I mean...
Wait, when did that happen?
I read something about that. I actually read something about that, but I wasn't sure what the hell that is. We got to see the interview. Did that really happen?
He said Khabib.
What a fucking knucklehead.
All right, 50 likes. That's my announcement.
Kevin Lee. Now, being at more of a natural weight at 170, we'll talk about that. That's tomorrow night, and I'm glad that
Why
fight
would he
is
say
happening.
Khabib?
Well, maybe he's looking past RDA.
It's a joke.
Maybe.
It's a joke.
I don't fucking know. Who knows?
Oh, I thought
Anyway.
you were being real, man. Man, that would have been funny if that was real.
All right, so what's this breaking news that you got?
We have
Vlad.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Let's see what Vlad has to say.
You think ONE FC is trying to make an example out of the UFC fighters to add legitimacy to their organization? Didn't
Probably.
work for DJ though because he's at the highest level. Looks like we're outgunned tonight, Moss.
What the hell?
Points to you.
Vlad! A real man! A real man, not afraid of tight shirts on 42-year-old man. And he's hanging with the boys. Yeah! Thank you, Vlad. Look at that. That's a real man right there.
Okay, can I make my announcement now?
Oh, okay.
$50 likes.
That was the announcement?
Yes, I want a fist pump. I've been trying to fist pump since the beginning.
There's a lot of fists over there. I guess we got to do it. Let's do it! Beat the shit out of the fucking ceiling! It's Friday! Knuckle up and fuck up some sheetrock!
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes.
We've got
50 likes.
MMA-Holes 50 likes.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA-Holes 50 likes.
There we go.
The dislikes can choke on a dick.
How many people? 4 people choking on a dick! And everyone else is wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful,
All
wonderful.
right.
You know what? You're wonderful, wonderful.
I know.
Suck on that fat one.
All right, there we go. The likes are through the roof. Every time we get 50, we do that shit again. It's Food Off Friday and donation.
Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Kevin from Chicago.
Karate fighter got sparked, but wrestler turned jiu-jitsu fighter Gary the Lion Killer undefeated looking like the real deal. Are you opening the phones tonight? 1 point JBH, 1 point Moss.
You know, because you split the points. No. Even Kevin from Chicago.
Kevin's the real deal.
Well, thank you for the donation, but
You know why?
He's intimidated by the shirt.
No, it's because I extended my olive branch out to Kevin the other day, and I told him that one day we would be BFFs.
All right. It's all right. I feel confident. I feel the boys will still ride. There's no sympathy tonight. There is only 2 in a row. I'm heave-ho 2 in a row. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to win 2 weeks in a row. Yeah. Last week I was supposed to lose. But Jessica G can't fucking add. So
she didn't know River was going to come in. You can't blame Jessica G for that.
She got outsmarted by $2. All right. Here we go. So Sage Northcutt, that's right, 29 seconds, knocked out. Let's see what the story is, Jesse.
Alrighty then. According to the MMA Junkie, Sage Northcutt knocked out in just 29 seconds in one championship debut. You guys pretty much know what happened, but I'll read it to you anyways. Sage Northcutt did not see his one championship debut go exactly as planned, facing decorated kickboxer Cosmo Alexander, 8-1 at Friday's One Championship 96 event in Singapore.
Hold on a second. In the chat, Wade, which the name is so good the first time. Let's name it the second time. Wade, is that your last name? I really wish this amateur casual fan MMA show would stop showing up in my recommendations. Although that chick would definitely get piped down, laughing my ass off. Okay, back to the news.
Okay. Facing decorated kickboxer Cosmo Alexander, who's 8-1 at Friday's One Championship 96 event in Singapore, Northcutt, who's 11-3, was sent face first to the canvas in his first post-UFC contest, a right hand sealing his fate. We've seen the video already. With the result, Northcutt sees a 3-fight winning streak snapped after leaving the UFC with a run of wins over Zakatao, Tibalt Guti, and Mikel Quinones. Meanwhile, Alexander now owns an 8-fight winning streak in MMA competition. One Championship's high-profile UFC exports have struggled thus far, with both Northcutt and Eddie Alvarez losing their first bouts for the promotion, though Demetrius Johnson did prove victorious at March's One Championship 92. For more on One Champion 96, you can check out the MMA events section of pretty much any MMA site that you go to.
All right. So I guess we're going to have to tune in. Now, I know Kenshiro was watching it this morning. It looks like they put on a pretty damn good product, and it's not like, oh, Sage Northcutt's fighting, he's going to win. No, that's not how this works. Oh, Eddie Alvarez is fighting? They're going to give him a layup. Nope, that's not how ONE FC works. You sign up, you get paid the big bucks, and you don't fight a can. Welcome to ONE FC. And maybe this will be something that other organizations, Vlad touched on it before, maybe they are trying to make a statement here.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I mean, Bellator is they constantly give these guys layups,
right.
over and over and over again.
Look
UFC
at,
does it.
Jake Hager. Jake Hager's getting layups left and right. I mean, his second fight was a layup. They're just going to do it until his stats are pad.
But I mean, Jake Hager has like one MMA fight, so I mean, it is what it is. But some of these other guys, you scratch your head. And the UFC does this a lot too. You scratch your head at some of these matchups. So maybe they will learn from this. And if ONE FC has that chip on their shoulder and is like, well, we put on real fights, real matchups. It is something you don't see in the local game. In the local game, you look at these matchups and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? They just want to put bodies in the seats. They want to put people inside the cage or the rings. That's what they try to do. They need to fill up a fight card. But maybe ONE FC is not doing that. So we got to check it out. The MMA-Holes might have to check that shite out. Next story, JPH.
All right, so going back all the way to the top.
I'm all the way up.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. According to the Bleacher Report, Tyron Woodley has been injured and is out for a Robbie Lawler fight at UFC on ESPN 3.
I just saw something in the chat. It's pretty funny. Everything MMA.
The winner of DC Stipe 2 makes sense. I'ma squeeze myself in there for sure. It makes the most sense. Kevin Lee.
Thank you, Everything MMA. There you go. Kevin Lee. I think the guy's got a lot of talent. I think he's very powerful, and now with the weight cut, it's going to be interesting to watch tomorrow night. We did a poll over there to see what the people thought who was going to win this fight. We'll look at that in a second. But one thing we could all agree about with Kevin Lee is he's fucking cringy as fook.
What did I get done telling? What did I say to you earlier? I said he'd be likable if he wasn't so cringy. I know it still doesn't make sense to you, but listen, I think that some things that he says are extremely cringy, but I think that other things he says you could technically get on board with if he wasn't so fucking cringy. I think he
Well,
could be,
anyone would be likable if they weren't cringy.
Well, that's not true because Conor's cringy and you like him.
Connor's cringy and I like him. Well,
so some cringy people are likable.
yeah, but Connor's an asshole in certain things.
But he's cringy, right?
Well, I guess he does have cringe to him. I guess so. Kevin Lee is cringe. Like Colby Covington is cringe. That's like shtick. I guess Conor could be considered cringe as well. But people either think he's cringy or he's not.
Also, Colby, like you just said, Colby's cringe, and a lot of people like him. So
yeah, but I mean, to say that someone could be likable if they weren't cringy, like then they wouldn't be cringy at all.
No, I think it's just subject to the different personalities. I think some people can pull off cringe and be likable.
I think Kevin Lee in real life is probably a really nice guy.
I agree. I've seen the
but he is the epitome of cringe.
Have you seen him during Embedded? He's not as cringy as he tries to make himself out to be when, he's doing some of the interviews and stuff.
Yeah, interviewed. Well, it depends. It depends what interview he's doing. When he's rocking the sunglasses and ripping off other people's shtick,
yeah,
he's annoying. And then that fucking Daffy Duck shit that he does is interesting. But I don't know. He got into RDA's face. He got into it pretty heavy at the weigh-ins. Yeah. And RDA's like, what the fuck? And I guess Kevin Lee's just trying to get something going, spark some interest for that fight. Yeah. So I can't kill him for that. But let's see what happens in the cage. Quinta kind of made him look really stupid twice. So does RDA get the win? I'm heavy on the RDA side of things here. I've been on Kevin Lee's BBC for a bit. I think the guy's got skill. I really do. I think he's a very powerful guy, especially when he was fighting at 150. But at a 170, full of muscles and not drained from a weight cut, it should be interesting. It really should be interesting to see what he's got to show. Over to the community section, and 55% say RDA, 45% say Lee.
So close.
I concur with that. Some people in the comments are saying that Kevin Lee's going to get the win. It's almost 50-50. So it's like a coin flip over here. Do you think that this is accurate, JBH?
You know what? I do. I do think it's accurate. I kind of agree with it. I think I'm going to go RDA. I'm not going to make my official decision today, so calm down. But I think I would probably lean that way as well. So to me, it makes sense.
All right. To you, it makes sense. Yeah, I believe that RDA is going to win this fight. I really do believe he's going to win this fight. Let's see. And it's pretty much even with the betting over here. So you can, if you want to place a bet, BetDSI, link in description, promo code MMA-Hole. Something that stood out was the co-main event, and I think they got it right making this the co-main event, was the Ian Heinisch fight. And where is he on here? I know. Actually, the Aspen Ladd fight we were talking about, too, is interesting against Sijara Eubanks. Aspen's a heavy favorite in that one. But
I don't get it.
Oh, here's the Heinisch fight.
I don't get it.
Why don't you get that?
I know Aspen Ladd is undefeated right now. She's great. She's an excellent fighter. I just feel that Sijara Eubanks should be the favorite. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me at all. I
mean, Aspen Ladd is undefeated.
She's
like
great.
I said before.
She's excellent. And it's great that she is the favorite. But that much, like minus 300.
But you got to remember this. And I told you this before.
Sijara Eubanks is a freaking beast.
Yeah, but I was talking to you about this before we were going live. Tanya Evinger is a man.
Yes.
Right?
And she did, yes.
And she beat her up.
I'm just saying.
She beat up a man. That's why she's the favorite.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel Sijara's going to take the win in this one.
Really?
I do. I do think that she's going to win this fight.
So Jesse says go for the under. Eubanks. Oh, it's RDA. There he is.
I used to like Lee until I heard him go on a rant about black struggle in America. To make a long story short, he cooned out and went full Al Sharpton. Hope RDA smashes his face.
Whoa.
Speaking of coons, thoughts on Perry v. Lawler?
I like that.
Wait, we'll talk about it. Don't say anything yet.
I do like that, especially because I want to see black on black violence. I think that Mike Perry versus Lawler is a fantastic fight. I would like to see that. But so you're saying go for the underdog. So if you're gonna
in this fight, yes, I would go for. In fact, we should drop $5 on that on Sijara Eubanks.
Want to do a 5 spot?
I would.
I don't like that. I don't like that. But yeah, I honestly wouldn't advise that. But anyone can win.
Do it. I kind of want to do it.
All right, so you know what? If you want to place the bet, I will let you make that decision. This one over here, the co-main event that we were speaking about, Ian Heinisch, they did not, we were talking about giving fighters layups. Well, Ian Heinisch did not get a layup here. Antonio Carlos Jr. is a fucking beast.
Yes.
At 10-2-0. And Ian Heinisch is just thrown in there. He fought in the Contender Series, and here it is, the Justin Sumter fight. Then he gets into this one here, unanimous decision against Cesar Ferreira, which was very impressive.
Yes, but...
Hostile territory.
But his fight with Ferreira, if you go back, I mean, there were some moments in there that I was getting a little worried about him. So I have a feeling that this is not going to be a good outcome for him.
And now he's thrown in here with Antonio Carlos Jr. I mean, this is bizarre to me. I really thought with Ian Heinisch, they were going to bring him up and, throw a couple of fights at him here and there and see what he's got. He is 30 years old. But they are throwing him to the wolves here. Antonio Carlos Jr. Should be a good fight. But
It's gonna be a great fight.
Something that stuck out. The card itself isn't like spectacular in any way. Like if you lost RDA versus Kevin Lee, you'd be like, what? But
I disagree. Megan Anderson versus Felicia Spencer, that's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, that's awesome. We can see a fucking ogre versus Felicia Spencer.
Megan Anderson is a very entertaining fighter. And I don't even like women's MMA.
Entertaining?
Yes.
Well, she does have that trick with her toe where she likes to gouge your eye out with her toe. So I can see that being entertaining. She has that special power. But I mean, the card on paper reminds me of how the card was last week. I wasn't too excited about it, but it wound up being a lot of fun.
Right.
So I'm going to go into this card with low expectations and thoroughly enjoy myself. That's how I'm going to handle this. Damaged One says another toe to the eye. So there it is.
She'll be Tokay.
I want to see Tokay. Oh,
Wonderful.
The jokes all night long.
Nailed it.
That's right.
All right, let me read the story.
Wonderful.
All right, back to Tyquill.
Back to Tyquill. According to the Bleacher Report, Tyron Woodley has been injured and is out for Robbie Lawler fight at UFC on ESPN 3. Tyron Woodley's rematch with Robbie Lawler, scheduled for June 29th, has been called off after the former UFC welterweight champion suffered an injury. Per ESPN's Brett Okamoto, UFC is looking for a replacement to challenge Lawler after Woodley withdrew from the bout. UFC President Dana White first announced in March that Woodley and Lawler would square off at UFC Fight Night in Minneapolis. It would have been Woodley's first appearance since losing the UFC welterweight title to Kamaru Usman at UFC 235. The defeat snapped a 7-fight unbeaten streak for the 37-year-old dating back to August 2014. Woodley defeated Lawler via first-round knockout at UFC 201 to win the welterweight title. It was his first championship since turning pro in 2009. Lawler's career has been hit by hard times since losing the championship. He missed all of 2018 with a torn ACL, suffered in a unanimous decision loss to Rafael Dos Anjos. The California native returned to action at UFC 235, losing by first-round technical submission to Ben Askren. Woodley versus Lawler was scheduled to be the main bout of the June 29th event on ESPN 3. Now, with that being said, let me just get right into it. According to MMA Junkie, everyone and their mother is volunteering to fight Robbie Lawler at UFC on ESPN 3.
I feel bad for Robbie in this situation. He had a chance to get that loss back. That was a fun. That would be a fun fight to watch these two go at it.
Yeah.
And once again, Tyron Woodley is out. All right, so who wants to fight him?
All right, if you're a UFC welterweight without a fight, the thing to do right now is to go on social media and let it be known that you want a piece of Robbie Lawler.
Should I put my name in the hat? What do you think?
Things took a turn for Lawler on Friday after it was revealed that Tyron Woodley has an injured hand, forcing him to withdraw. It was only a matter of minutes before Darren Till took to Twitter to say he'd step in for Woodley, with the only caveat being that he'd want to fight Lawler at a catch weight of 175 pounds.
Let me know in the chat if you want me to fight Lawler. I think I'm walking around at 175 right now. I'm fat fuck.
You can do it.
I think I could take him.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Till was only the beginning, though. After that, everyone and their mother went on Twitter to volunteer their services to take on former champion Lawler. If you check out some of the submissions below.
Oh, look at this.
Brian Barberena posted on Twitter.
This is the picture he posts?
Yes.
He's like, I just fucked my sister. Let me take a quick picture.
And with that picture, he posted it with the caption, I'm ready for June 22nd, but with the utmost respect. When asked who I wanted to fight next, Lawler was my answer. So if he needs a fight, I'm your Huckleberry.
Does he not have any clothes on under those overalls? What is he doing? Brian Barberena. Oh, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. You think Robbie looked at it, he's like, yeah, I want to fight this guy.
Yes.
Brian Barberino.
All right. Darren Till also tweeted, yes, ruthless Robbie Lawler. I'll meet you at 175 in 6 weeks for a tear-up. You know what time it is.
Oh, I would love to see Darren Till get in there with Lawler and then him get knocked out.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so great.
Santiago
Give me Darren Till,
Ponzinibbio
please.
responded to Darren Till saying, bruv, I'll give you the bail money to come fight me in Uruguay August 10th after I whoop ruthless Robbie Lawler. You miss weight back-to-back losses, knocked out in front of your own people, and now you're picking a new weight class? Spoiled brat.
Oh, Ponzi getting in there.
Yes.
I'm starting to really dig Ponzi right now.
Leon Edwards also pitched in saying, I know a guy on a 7-fight win streak that's down for the tear-up. Give me that fight. Bilal Muhammad tweeted, I can meet him at 171 for a teardown.
What?
And this was in response to Darren Till.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Elizo Capera also tweeted, 7 straight wins. My last 3 opponents didn't last enough to get me a bonus.
Sorry.
But I know Robbie will. And then Anthony Rocco Martin also tweeted at the UFC.
A lot of people getting in there. Mike Perry, look at this. This is perfect.
Fuck you mean you bitch ass niggas. I'm ready for this fire and take that nigga's soul and cake. Everyone wants to see me stand and bang with Robbie. Ain't no 175 shit either like that bitch English nigga Till. Yo Dana White. Let me bang baby.
Fucking Mike Perry coming in. Holy shit. Thank you, Mike Perry. I'm a big fan. Thank you for that
Big
donation.
fan.
Oh, man.
All right.
Fucking Mike Perry.
Anthony Rocco Martin tweeted at UFC, I'm ready to take Woodley's spot. What a homecoming this would be. And then Mike Perry also tweeted,
Oh, he's back.
Everybody want to see it and ain't no 175 bit.
He might be black.
David Doyle also tweeted, I vote one night tournament and the winner fight Lawler at the end. So
Wow.
these are just a few of the many, many inquiries of fight pitches from fighters today for the Robbie Lawler fight. I haven't checked as of late whether or not they filled and gave Lawler a dancing partner. I can check right now if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I'm going to look at the rankings. Darren Till is something that I love. Or Mike Perry. I would love to see Till versus Lawler. That's something that interests me. It like gets me a little excited, puts a little tinkle in the penis.
So it looks like they haven't filled that spot yet.
Yeah, I want to see that. Well, what about this? Oh, I can't do that. I was going to say Askren, but Askren's fighting Masvidal. Run that shit back. Let me look at 170. What do I want to see? What does Mystical want to see? That's what it all matters, right? What matters the most. All right. So Tyron Woodley out. Colby Covington, that's not going to happen. RDA is fighting Kevin Lee, so they're out of the picture. Masvidal has Askren. Darren Till is next. Yeah, I like Darren Till. Where's Stephen Thompson? Oh, is he still recovering from getting beat up by Pettis? Yeah, I mean, Darren Till is the one. I mean, you can make an argument about Leon Edwards. Been looking pretty good. I think Darren Till's the one. I really like that. Now, man, oh man, was Robbie Lawler got a big jump, huh?
Yes.
I mean, he's a former champ. But jumping up to fight Tyron Woodley, I never really took a look, but he's sitting at number 10, and he jumped up all the way to number 1.
I think rightfully so, though. Especially after his last fight. I mean...
Well, it goes to show you.
Very well deserved.
Like what we said, that fight versus Askren, we said it the night of when we were reacting to it. It doesn't do anything to Robbie Lawler. It doesn't hurt him in any way.
Lawler versus Edwards.
Lawler versus Edwards, I mean, if Leon wasn't ranked behind him, I could see that.
Leon
but
Edwards deserves that fight, though, after fighting...
well, he's on a nice little tear. No, Edwards is on a nice little tear. Look at this guy.
But he's just
17-3-0.
His last fight was a loss.
No, he won.
What was his last fight?
He beat
Nelson.
Yeah, he beat Gunnar. Yeah, he hasn't lost since a hot minute. He hasn't lost. Yeah, no, Leon's on a tear. He's on a little bit of a tear. So, I mean, I can see the argument for him, but I think Darren Till's the guy.
Fight.
I think Till's the guy. I don't even think it's a question.
But
just throw Till in there.
Why Till, though? Why does he deserve the fight? He got knocked out in his last 2 fights. He got knocked out.
He's taking a big step back. I mean, Robbie's at 10 right now. Yeah, no, Till should be the fight.
I agree that it would be an entertaining fight for sure, and I would like to see it because I like Till, but I just don't know if that's a deserving fight. You know, I feel.
Damage One says maybe McGregor will swoop in and fight Lawler, and then ... says not. I mean, you don't want to see Lawler die, for God's sakes.
Not.
You know, you don't want to see Lawler. Poor guy. I mean, He seems like a nice guy. You don't want to see him die. What do you think in the chat? And Jesse, who do you want to see? Who would you like to see?
I don't know. You know what? I could be biased and say yes, I want to see Till because I like Till. You know,
well, if you like Till,
but I don't think that's a deserving fight. I really don't.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean deserving for who though?
For Till.
So to take a step back like that?
I don't think. Yeah. Well,
who does he fight? I mean, he is sitting at 6. He fought Stephen Thompson. You could run that back again. They should run that back because I think he lost the first one, to be honest. But I mean,
I feel Edwards or even Ponzinibbio would be an interesting fight.
Man, I want Robbie Till. All right, so Jesse says
no. I would like Robbie Till because, of course, I mean, any Till fight, I want that. I do. But I'm just trying to think, based on Till's performance in his last 2 fights and the sort of trouble he's been getting himself in.
Till's about to get a reality check going. 3 losses in a row if he jumps in there with Robbie. All right, let's see what the chat says.
Kane Play says if Luque gets a quick win tomorrow, he could be the one. Mitchell Calkins, says step back. Yeah, right. Isaac N4413 says Perry Lawler for entertainment purposes, but Edwards makes sense. See, does Edwards make sense?
For who? For Robbie?
For Robbie.
No, I don't think it does. You're fighting the number 1 guy and then you drop down to a number 11 guy? No.
Ponzinibbio would be interesting.
Ponzi could work. Ponzi could definitely work. Yeah, they're right next to each other, so why not?
Manny C says, I wonder what Facebook employees do to waste time. Mark Wallace says Till has no footwork. It'll be his downfall.
When is this fight? Hold on. When is that fight? Is it in August? Hold on. Let me go to the events. That's in August, right? Did you read it? For Robbie Lawler versus...
UFC on ESPN3?
Woodley. Yeah, when is that? Is that August what?
UFC on ESPN3 is...
I think it's... Hold on, I'll pull it up. Events.
That is June 29th.
Oh, it's June.
Yes.
June 29th. Oh, so you got some time. Is Thompson cleared to go? Is he ready to roll? Why not Stephen Thompson? Did he throw his name out there? Or is he still shaken up from the whole Pettis situation? Check out Twitter, Stephen Thompson.
It's so annoying that Woodley constantly pulls out. Like, I used to love Woodley. Like, in the very beginning, when I was first getting into the sport, I was like, oh, yes, Woodley. I'm excited to see it. It was fascinating to me because he's an amazing striker. You know, I just thought he was so amazing. And now I'm so annoyed with him. I'm just completely annoyed with Woodley.
Now? It took this long?
No, I was getting annoyed with him, but I was like, I give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't like just completely tearing people down like that, but now it's like, come on, man.
Listen,
come on.
I've had real put it out there. I mean, I've had my rants about Woodley. I think he redeemed himself at the end. I really do, especially with Darren Till. I mean, that was fantastic what he did there. He shut a lot of people up, and I was like,
look
good
at his
for him.
Last fight with Usman. I mean, that was horrible.
Well,
Usman dominated him that entire fight.
He's fighting Marty Usman. The mystical one picked him years ago. I mean, you can't fault Tyron Woodley for that. The mystical one,
can.
No. If you can't go against the mystical one,
Woodley dodged Covington like the plague. If you really think about it.
Yeah, he did dodge.
And then he takes on Usman, thinking Usman would be an easier fight than Covington.
So now
I feel Covington would have been an easier fight than Usman for him.
Well, it's easy to say that now, and we thought that beforehand too. So, listen.
Boom, roasted. Boom, roasted.
Ben,
you suck. Boom, roasted.
What, Vlad?
Feed Till to Lawler and watch him get knocked out again. Not a chance. Till's chin holds up to the shots Robbie hit Askren with after the slam. When I heard Woodley was injured again, I had the shocked Pikachu face. Points Moss.
What's the shocked Pikachu face?
Vlad with the boom roasted. Putting 3 on the board. Thank you, Vlad. You are wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, at least Vlad knows where it's at. Right, Jesse?
Good job, Vlad.
That's right.
It won't last long.
For hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah, honestly, if Till gets in there with Lawler, I'm all Lawler. Especially after what Masvidal did to Till. I think Till is in some deep trouble. I really do. He's still young.
I can't say you're wrong because of how Till has been acting as of late.
Oh, fucking cunt, yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, so Darren Till, who should he fight?
Support my boy.
Let's see what the chat says. Who should Robbie Lawler fight next for this fight card over here? Super chat. Jeremiah.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. Emma says, hope you have a great birthday. Mad love. Points to JBH.
Well, that's fair. I got to give him that one.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Look at the birthday gift.
By the way, I have your tattoo ready. I just have to send it to you.
What? 20 points for JBH.
This is for Emma and Jeremiah White.
All right, I was going to leave it on a little longer for you. It's $20, for God's sakes. By the way, yeah, thank you for reminding us. That is highest
Jeremiah
donator.
White.
And let's do it. We might as well play that, right? Was that the highest one? Actually, no, wait. Life on Autopilot was 20, right? Who was the highest donor? What are you smiling at? You just happy?
I was reading Jessica's comment. It was funny.
So
she said JVH must make the weirdest looking faces when she pinches one out on the back.
She does. I think Life on Autopilot. Yeah, he's the $20. So he is the highest donator tonight. So let's give Life. Let's give it to Life right now. But Jeremiah, very close over there. Let's highest donator. Let's get that back going. So Life.
That dance gets more cringe every time he sees it. That's why you love it. That's why it's the most amazing dance in the world. I have to come up with a new song. That's what I got to do. I got to come up with a new celebration song and make a new dance to come with it.
All right. So there it is. Let's do that. Whoa, that's fucking big. What's going on here? Let's do. Oh, wow. This thing is fucked up. There we go.
That's what she said. Boom. Roasted. Nailed it.
Why would she say this is fucked up?
What do you mean?
You going full-blown Steve Carell. He never goes full-blown Steve Carell. All right, so 50-8, close game. I don't care. I feel like I'm going to win this one. And yes, it is JBH's birthday, so...
No, it's not. It's not till Sunday.
Well, Sunday is JBH's birthday. There is an address down below in the description if you want to send JBH something. Send her a little present. A Pulse sent her something very nice. It was wonderful.
Pulse is freaking... You know, I was thinking, it's Fuka Friday. I wanted to try those chocolate shots today. But then I was like... Because I don't know, like if you're not. What
do you think about feeling my strong shoulders? Does that make you moist?
It's hold
on,
I
let me
feel like
flex.
you did drugs today.
Oh, hold on to it. Touch my shoulders. I'm 42 years
like
old.
A rock.
How do I have all this muscle? All right. What are we doing here? Let's get back into the news.
All right.
For God's sakes. You know what? Let's do a good deed. Yes, what do we got next?
According to BJPenn.com, Conor McGregor is building homes for Irish families living in hotels.
What a guy. What a good... I mean, I tell you what. What an upstanding citizen. What a good guy over here. What a good... I don't understand. How do people say nasty? So he threw a hand truck. So he smashed someone's cell phone. So he raped a girl. He is a good man. Look at all these white people. Look at the white kids. Look at them. He bought them homes. Homes.
Of all the negative stories that can surround celebrities, there's still plenty of good and positivity to be spread and shared. And despite his status, Conor McGregor is showing that in full force back home in Ireland. The notorious former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion took to his Facebook page on Thursday to reveal the progress being made for his property development in Ireland that is going to help those in need. McGregor posted, quote, "Back on the site today, it's been a while. This is my first property development. We have 8 homes here closing in on finish. 3-bedroom houses designated for families that currently reside in hotels around the capital without a home to call their own. But not for long. Through the storm comes the sun, walking around this land and these homes today, meeting all the neighbors, knowing that soon there will be families living there, creating their own memories and building back their lives gives me great pride. Ireland forever, Ireland first, Ireland always."
Now, I don't know if you have any more there, but
I do.
Someone in the chat says this Fila big in Ireland, and that's a good point.
What?
Fila big in Ireland. Now, I didn't even know anyone wore Fila anymore, but I'm looking at this, and multiple people have Fila shirts on. What's going on here?
Fila.
What's that about?
That's a good question.
Why are they all wearing Fila shirts?
Who cares?
I don't know, but that's a little bizarre, right? Ireland, isn't Fila Italian?
Maybe they all like...
What's going on here? The actors are wearing the wrong shirts? It's bizarre.
I don't know.
I tell you what, this is what the white people need. This is they need a guy to go over there and buy poor white people homes. It's a good man over there with Conor with his beautiful purple suit. Back to the story.
In the always exciting lightweight division, Conor McGregor has no shortages of fun matchups awaiting him at all times. It just depends on who he finds the most interest in competing against.
All right, so there he is. Good deed.
Good deed, Conor McGregor. Congratulations.
What a good guy. All right. Next.
All right. According to BJPen.com, Dan Lambert says that he has been told Covington versus Usman is next 100%. After Colby Covington, beat Rafael dos Anjos at UFC 225 to win the interim welterweight title, the expectation was that he would fight Tyron Woodley for the undisputed belt.
Is this supposed to be something that's like, isn't this was supposed to be a fight? What was the other? I mean, what the fuck?
The other alternative?
Of course it's Colby Covington. Brooklyn Chinks.
Everyone sign up for Kenshiro Ryu Dojo YouTube channel. He's the only slanted eye chink worth watching on YouTube. He's a funny guy for a yellow one. Kenshiro Ryu Dojo and Sever MMA could stream live together. Kenshiro is into men with big tits.
I gotta say, Kenshiro's the best.
Ken.
He's the best. Go give him a sub.
I was fortunate enough to meet Ken in person during one of the meetups. He's nice.
He is good.
He's probably one of the only MMA-Holes who was completely genuine.
Yeah. He's got no agenda. Agenda. He's literally what you see is what you get. Yeah. He's not two-faced. He's a stand-up guy. He'll say whatever he wants to your face.
Yeah.
That is a fucking MMA hole over there. So shout out to Ken. Go give him a sub. He's a funny motherfucker.
All right, back
to this. Let's stop sucking the chinko off, all right?
Okay. After Colby Covington beat Rafael dos Anjos at UFC 225 to win the interim welterweight title, the expectation was that he would fight Tyron Woodley for the undisputed belt. They do not like each other, and it would have been one of the bigger fights of the year. However, chaos was passed up not once but twice at UFC 228 and UFC 235. On those cards, Woodley beat Darren Till and then lost to Kamaru Usman. Following Usman winning the belt, UFC President Dana White said Colby Covington was next for a title shot. But for months now, nothing has been said, and Usman's manager has talked about Ben Askren or Jorge Masvidal getting the title shot instead. Well, according to American Top Team owner and Covington's manager in Dan Lambert, he has been told Covington versus Usman is next no matter what. Dan Lambert said, quote, "I've been told the fight is going to happen 100%, just depends on Usman. I know after his fight against Woodley, he needed surgery. I was told it would be soon, but now told it may be a little while longer. They are waiting for Usman on a date. Colby is ready to fight and waiting to fight." Chaos has been ready to fight for months. He was ready in January, but UFC 233 never came to fruition. But according to Lambert, Covington has always been in the gym training, preparing for both Woodley and Usman. The feud between Woodley and Covington was one of the biggest in the sport. That being said, Usman and Covington seem to not like each other either. However, according to Lambert, the Woodley fight would have been the bigger of the two, but this fight still will be heated in the build-up to the bout.
All right, so there we go. Woodley out of the picture, of course. Now, Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington, this should be inevitable. This is the fight that I think everyone wants to see at 170. The shit-talking should be fun. It should be interesting. And yes, let's do this. What are we waiting for? Let's make it happen. Enough's enough.
Make it happen, Dana.
Dana, let's do this. Now, I got to say this. We have like 180 people.
Hanging with the boys.
I almost had a seizure.
That's good. That's good. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate all the love and success.
I like when you squint into the camera.
That's just because I can't see. I'm
That's
getting
like,
older.
Well, I think it's cute.
How many people do you think are touching their genitals right now as we squint into the camera? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But thank you very much for those views over there. And Jesse is winning the points game. This is how you play the points game if you're new to the show. You place a donation, and whatever the donation is, if it's $2, you say 2 points to JBH or 2 points to Mystic.
Yes.
The person with the least amount of points at the end of the show has to roll
the Die of Doom.
That's right. The Die of Doom at the end of the show. The highest donator at the end of the show.
I missed it.
The highest donator at the end of the show will spin the Wheel of Goodies. That's right. The Wheel of Goodies. Right now, the highest donator is Life on Autopilot. So shout out to Life on Autopilot, and thank you for joining us. Jesse?
Yeah, see?
Are you drinking that shitty wine again?
Absolutely.
No. Yeah. It's becoming a nightly thing here.
I have a glass of wine a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a glass of wine a night's
too
not
bad.
No.
Right?
Well, if you want diabetes.
No.
I mean, with that wine.
There's not really much sugar. I mean, I guess there is, but it's like natural sugar, right? So I don't
it's the grapes.
I don't think it makes...
Especially when you're getting the $5 wine. Now, give you a review. That wine, hashtag no sponsor, but we have to talk about our sponsors. What is the wine of choice?
This is it's Barefoot Sweet Pink Moscato. It's only $10 for the whole bottle, but absolutely delicious.
So there you go. So if you want, and you know what? I got to get some Double Black. I got to get back into Johnny Double Black.
Oh, I love Double Black. It's just too expensive.
It's not, well, the way she drinks, I got to get the cheap stuff. But Johnny Walker Double Black. I think we should introduce that back into the show because in the beginning of the MMA-Holes, it was all about the Johnny Double Black. In fact, on one of our wallpapers, we would have a big bottle of Johnny Walker Double Black, my favorite, reasonably priced Scotch on the market. So I think we're gonna have to do that.
Henry Solstice used to sell Barefoot when he hooked bottles for Trader Joe's.
Did he?
Barefoot?
Trader Joe's.
I have to be honest. Barefoot wine, like it's cheap wine, yeah, but for the price, it's actually pretty good. I like it, but
right.
I'm also a cheap fuck, so I don't care.
There you go. All right, so you are watching Food Court Friday. We're gonna get into another story. Actually, before we get into that story, let us. What time is it? No, we can get another story. Okay, we'll start the clock.
All right.
When the next story ends.
Okay.
Oh, we did that.
Yes. According to MMA Fighting, Michael Chandler issues a statement on his Bellator 221 loss saying, quote, "You haven't seen anything yet." Michael Chandler suffered from one of the most high-profile losses of his career last Saturday, and he's not shying away from the fallout. The three-time lightweight champion saw his last reign end when featherweight champion Patricio Freire defeated him at Bellator 221 via TKO in just 61 seconds. Addressing the public for the first time since he fought with Pitbull, Chandler took to Instagram to provide an update on where his head is at. And if you scroll down to that Instagram post, is a picture of himself high-fiving the fans, and he had this quote along with it. "This sport has never been about the wins and losses for me. I realize that it is a very easy thing to say after you have lost a fight. I refuse to say it doesn't sting. I refuse to say I haven't shed a tear or two over it. I'm not ashamed to say it hurts. But this sport is as merciless and unforgiving as it is beautiful and exhilarating. We can't enjoy the spoils of the good without also accepting the pains of the bad. When I woke up Sunday morning, I woke up a winner for more reasons than I can count. In the last few days, I've spent quality time with my family, and in a weird way, this loss and the embarrassment that accompanies it has made me love them and myself deeper. It has made me love the fans deeper. It has made me love this sport deeper. Getting knocked down and embarrassed for the whole world to see is never easy."
Super chat.
We got a super chat from Cree.
Perry versus Lawler. Let's make that happen, Dana Douchebag White. 5 points, Mose.
Yes! The boys! Yes! Put the 13 on the board! Yes! All right. There we go. I like that, Cree. Perry versus Lawler. I'm cool with that, too. I don't know if Lawler would want to take that, but if everything fell through, and Perry, who is not even ranked right now, I don't know if that could really happen. But he's winning now. He's winning, so why not? I would love to see the fight. No? You don't want to see Perry versus Lawler?
I feel like watching Till versus Lawler would probably be a little more entertaining.
Till, listen, let me ask you this. When was the last time Mike Perry was in a boring fight?
No, I agree. Perry's a great fighter. I think he's extremely entertaining to watch.
Well, great might be an overstatement, but
to
exciting.
Cowboy, he's not so great.
Yeah, he's not great, but he's good and he's fun to watch.
Right.
That's one thing about Perry is he's a lot fun to watch. So I would like to see that.
Yes. So basically, Michael Chandler is just giving his little comeback story and
Did
saying,
you say come?
Yes.
Oh.
Basically on his loss at Bellator 221 and how he's gonna come back better, and basically what all fighters say when they lose. So.
This fight here, it sucks. He lost his belt again. But the way it went down, there's, I guess you can call it controversy. I don't think it's very controversial, but I feel they got it right. But some people said they didn't. Some people said they did. And I think with a fight like this, especially against a guy like Pitbull, it's not a horrible loss for him. I feel that they will run this back. He will get a chance to get his belt back. So I don't think it's the end of the road for Michael Chandler. Just keep injecting the steroids, and you'll get back on that horse, buddy.
Get back on that horse.
I don't know if he's on steroids, but we're just assuming over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fuko Friday. Let's get dramatic, if I could find it. The fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Drama. 13-50 is the points game right now. Points to Mystic, please, because there is only 44 minutes left in the game. It is Friday, and it's time to Fuko off. If you want JBH to run away with the victory, same points to JBH. If you want Mystical to run away with the victory, points to Mystic or Chris.
Wonderful.
It's so sad.
What do you mean it's so sad?
It's so sad. Are you going to set the timer or what?
Wait, why is this transition not? Hold on a second. Look at this, Jesse. See, there's the burst, and that just cuts. What? Here's a burst. There's a burst. That just cuts. But if you look, it says burst. I'm going to do Luna White. There's a Luna Wipe. What the fuck? What's that about? What's that about, Jesse? Now this fades. We said it like that, but it just. Oh, there we go.
Ta-da!
That was a close call.
Niall Flanagan wants to have dinner with us.
If you're buying, I'm in.
Why does he have to buy
Wear
when I
something
can
sexy.
cook?
What?
Why does he have to buy when I can cook?
What, are you going to invite him over to our home?
Oh, yes. I could cook a better dinner than what we could buy at a restaurant.
When NH said she was going to come over here, you're like, no, I am not having NH over here.
I did not say that. I love
What?
Ann.
Well, you don't want anyone over here.
No, that's true.
You're not going to invite You're not going to invite the cumin over.
A cumin.
Anyway.
I don't know what that means.
Dinner with the Holes. We should have a dinner. There's 188 people. We should have a nice 188 person dinner.
Just not at our home.
We'll rent out a spot.
Yes.
JBH will be in the kitchen. She'll put on a thong. Her booty cheeks are looking pretty good lately. I got to say this. Today at the gym.
I've been working out. I've been doing leg day more.
She was squatting for the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
I was like, it's not bad. Not bad for... You're going to be 23. You're getting old. I might have to trade you in soon.
For an 18-year-old?
JBH, she's turning 23 on Sunday. And happy birthday to JBH if you're just jumping in. I mean, you're getting a little old.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could take this. I'm sweating thinking about it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's okay. I think I'll be okay if you decide to ditch me. I think I'll be fine.
What does that mean? How are you going to get an old shriveled man like me?
I mean, my options are always open.
I should fake a death and then watch like the autism happen over here. Like,
why?
Yeah, or say I'm leaving the show or some shit like that and just watch the craziness unfold. That'd be great. That would be pretty fun.
That would not be great.
Yeah, it would. Everyone's sliding into the DMs.
Not for me.
Pick me. Jessica G goes full
blown. That's not how it works.
Lesbo.
It doesn't go pick me. It doesn't work like that.
Isn't that what happens? I die,
No.
you pick one of the people from the chat. No? Oh.
Oh, fuck.
All right, next story. Look at Ann, she's crying. Look, you made Ann cry. She just wanted to come over for dinner.
Don't listen to him, man. You know me better than that. You know I love you.
All right.
I freaking especially Ann age and Mike age, such sweethearts. Complete sweethearts.
They're great. Everyone's great.
Yeah.
Everyone in this chat is wonderful.
Wonderful.
There's no bad people out there, right? We have a sponsor, and we need to talk about that sponsor the greatest way, the only way to place a bet, and it's called...
Just because you're not in Vegas.
Wait. I said it's called...
Oh, sorry. I messed it up.
What is it called?
It's called Just Because You're Not in Vegas.
It's called... Wait. What is it called?
BetDSI.
Oh.
Just because you're not in Vegas doesn't mean you can't drop tacos on MMA and UFC. BetDSI offers online tacoing and has been paying winners for 20 years. Use the link in the description with promo code MMA-Hole and get up to 100% bonus match as well as $25 bonus dollars today. BetDSI also offers betting options for everything, including NFL, NCAA football, NBA, NHL, UFC, and all their basic sports, politics, reality TV, esports, virtually everything. We play there ourselves and recommend BetDSI if you want to add some excitement to the fights or any other sports you are watching. Once again, go to BetDSI with the link in the description using promo code MMA-Hole and get this limited time 100% bonus offer, as well as $25 welcome bonus dollars to make some extra money on the sports you know and love today. It's only a game until you bet it at BetDSI.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
All right, so we spoke about this earlier. If you're just jumping in, welcome to the autism. Jesse's guaranteed underdog.
Sajara Eubanks.
She loves Sajara Eubanks at a plus 270. Not bad. Not a bad deal. So if we go over here, whoops.
What did you do?
We go to Sajar straight up, right? We're going to place the bet, right? And say if you want to drop, I don't know, $20. $20, you win.
Whoa.
You win $54.
How much if you drop $5?
$5?
I'm a safe better.
You win $13.50.
Not bad. Okay.
No.
Let's do it now. Place the bet now.
Hold on. We'll talk about it after the show.
Wait,
do you really want to do it?
We always place bets on everything you want to place bets on.
Well, I really think it's a bad bet.
I think Jessica I was a bad bet, but you still put money on Jessica I.
It's a plus 600.
This is a plus 205.
Do you think should we just throw $5 out there?
Yes,
I mean, this is the JBH bet. Oh, man.
Use the bonus dollars. Just do it.
Okay.
You got
All right, we're going to dip into our bonus dollars. We have $6.50 left, so let's do it. Oh, God. Bye-bye, $5. All right, do you really want to do it?
You're not supposed to be that. Let me click it, because you're all negative clicking this.
Look at this. The degenerates of the MMA.
This is positivity right here. We're going to win. Sajar Eubanks plus 270. What?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a plus 270.
I thought it said plus 205. Oh.
What are you talking about? What show are you on?
All right. Plus 270.
That's better. That's even better. Plus 270. Yeah.
Of course it is better. Why wouldn't it be better? Place bet.
All right.
Please refresh the page in order to place a wager.
Boo! Boo, this site sucks. Just kidding. All right, let's refresh it and place the bet. There we go. All right, so we just blew $5. So that is how you do it. It's that simple.
Well, you can't talk like that when you have your hand on the mouse. You're going to jinx it.
It is that simple. And that goes to show you that we use this service. We do use this service. And the promo code MMA-Hole is their money. We won the first time, so we're betting with their money.
That's right. Mike Gage, it's my birthday bet. I never get to make any of the picks on my own.
You could win.
So it's a birthday bet. And I am going to win.
Sajara
Who the fuck is that guy?
Eubanks.
No, you've seen Sajar Eubanks. What do you mean? Who the fuck
I know.
is
I'm
that guy?
joking because she's terrible.
No, she's not terrible.
She was they were gonna give her a title shot.
5-fight winning or 6. How much of a winning streak is she on right now?
You don't even know the record of the person you're betting on. She's not on a 5-fight winning streak.
She has a winning. She's on a winning streak right now.
Oh shit, she is on a 5-fight winning streak.
I freaking told you. I'm not retarded.
Well, you're kind of. All right, so the Ultimate Fighter.
You're kind of retarded.
Oh, she is on I'll give you that. How's she on a 5-fight winning streak if she has 4 wins? How's that work? She's 4-2.
I think one was an MMA fight.
The fuck?
4 pro fights. She's 4-2 pro. But
yeah, no, wait, hold on. No, that's all wrong.
Oh, there you go. The Ultimate Fighter. Wait, go up.
Oh, because the Ultimate Fighter doesn't count?
Yeah.
No, what the fuck?
No, they're all the Ultimate Fighter.
Invicta, those count, right?
Go up.
So she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. Well, not 7 in a row. She has 7 wins, but
she's on a 4-fight win streak.
The Ultimate Fighter doesn't count. That's why, Jess. There you go. The only thing that counts is if it's on the finale. So that's well, now it's not like that anymore, but that's how it was then, I guess. I don't fucking know. Who knows? Nor do I care. All right, Sajar Eubanks for the win. Going with the calamari here. So if you want to place an underdog bet, that is the JBH bet. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed picks.
And Henry Solstice in there says thanks for the bonus money. 500 turned into 9K. And that is true. I actually saw the slip. So congratulations to Mr. Solstice for getting the W. The W. All right, let's move back into the news.
Okay. According to BJPenn.com, Kevin Lee believes a 165-pound division is inevitable and sees no downside to it. Kevin Lee is set to move up to welterweight to take on Rafael dos Anjos in the main event of UFC Rochester. Although Lee will weigh around 170 pounds, he was hoping by now he would be a part of the new 165-pound division. Lee and several other fighters have talked about why this division is so important for their health and added that the UFC would benefit from the creation of another belt. However, UFC President Dana White has said there won't be a 165-pound division for at least the next 7 years, as long as he is in charge. But the Motown Phenom is not buying that at all. Here's what he had to say. I think it is inevitable. I think everyone looks at it the same way. There is no sense it doesn't happen as there is so much talent at both these divisions at 155 and 170. It is only a matter of time. I was one of the first to bark about it. Now other people are letting their voices be known and step up and do some of the talking too. It is inevitable. Why White is against the creation of this new division is he believes it would drain lightweight and welterweight too much. However, Lee doesn't agree with that. Instead, he believes if the divisions went 155, 165, 175, they would be the 3 divisions with the most talent. And Lee knows White likes super fights. The 26-year-old's thought process is it could result in even more champ versus champ fights. Therefore, Kevin Lee doesn't agree with White thinking it would thin the divisions too much. Ultimately, there is no word if this will ever happen, but Lee will continue to talk about it in the hopes that one day it does.
All right. I mean, he's really going with this 165-pound weight class. You know, listen, I think they should make it eventually, have the 10-pound jumps eventually. But I think as long as Dana White is there, it's not happening. I think that's one thing that he does have a say with.
Tell everyone to make a petition. Everyone sign a petition for the 165-pound division.
And I kind of get both sides. The 160, if they start switching around the weight classes, you're going to, like, all the records get all jumbled up. It gets all confusing, and you kind of have to go through that little... bumpy stage.
I disagree because I gave a solution to that as well, and that's a valid argument. Is that everything could get jumbled up, especially when you look at past fights, past records and stuff. 100% it could get jumbled up, but I feel that there's a way that they can do that where it doesn't get jumbled up. They could have that line where it says on their record, pre 2019 or pre 165 or something like that. And then post 165 for the rest of the
all the MMA sites got to go back on there and write little asterisks at 170 at this and that.
Yeah.
I mean at welterweight.
It's possible though.
Then you got to change the name of the weight classes and stuff like that if you're changing things. So I think they just don't want to deal with that. I think that's what it is. Like they're like, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. There is a gap, and there shouldn't be a gap, but the mistake was made a long time ago, and now it went so far. They're like, well, why the fuck even bother?
Right.
Now, I feel this. I feel eventually the UFC is going to be in a pickle, and then they're just going to eventually just cave in and throw it out there. But not under Dana White's reign. I don't see that happening. And Dana White is going to be there, 7 more years or some shit like that? Or 6 years?
7. He said 7.
So you're not going to see 165 for another 7 years. Unless, well, then again, Dana did say that you weren't going to have a women's division, and that's happened, so who knows? But I don't care about 165 anymore. I really don't.
I find it fascinating.
Well, the reason why I don't care is because Kevin Lee is lobbying for it. Maybe if it was a likable fighter lobbying for it.
A lot of fighters are lobbying for it.
Yeah,
Kevin Lee's not the only one.
But if he's the face of 165, I hope they never make it.
Nate Diaz and Poirier wanted 165.
Okay. But then are they bitching and complaining as much as Kevin Lee is doing right now? I mean,
well,
they've
when
complained.
they were verbally agreeing to a fight, they kind of were.
Yeah. Nate Diaz complains about everything. Go fight Pedersen. Shut up. I don't know. I mean, we've spoke about it so many times. It's kind of like I don't give a fuck. Now, 655 pounds. Yes, I'm in.
Yeah.
I want that weight class.
Right.
That's the one to make. Make it happen, Dana.
Make it happen, Dana.
How old is this picture? He looks fucking mighty young.
Yeah, he's probably like 18 there.
Staph infection league. All right, what do we got? Luque backs Neil Magny following USADA.
According to MMAnews.com, UFC Rochester's Vicente Luque backs Neil Magny following his USADA flag. Vicente Luque versus Neil Magny was supposed to take place tomorrow night at May 18th, but plans went awry. Magny was pulled initially awry due to undisclosed reasons. The welterweight later revealed that he failed a drug test under the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency, or USADA. Luque will now meet Derek Krantz at UFC Rochester. However, Luque believes Magny is a victim of tainted supplements. Luque talked to reporters during a media scrum. He responded to Magny's USADA pop via MMA Junkie. This is what he had to say. I was kind of surprised. He doesn't look like a guy that kind of does any illegal things. At the same time, he said that it was probably something accidental, and I believe him. I hope he can resolve that, and I'm all for USADA. I like the system that USADA tests us and keeps the sport clean. These things happen sometimes, but usually it gets clarified, and it's not going to be a big deal, hopefully. Magny said the supplements under question have already been sent to USADA for further testing. Usually in cases where tainted supplements are discovered, USADA will hand out a 6-month sanction retroactive to the initial date of the suspension. Whether or not that'll be Magny's fate remains to be seen. Stick with MMA News for the latest info on Magny's situation with USADA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in case you don't know about this, I don't know what's going on. I got some phlegm. The last 2 days, what's going on? What's up with the phlegm?
Allergies.
Oh, maybe it is allergies. Fucking allergies. Neil Magny, he's a bad boy.
Yes.
He is a bad boy.
Not really.
And he's not fighting. Bad boy. Luque. All right. So he backs him.
Yeah.
I guess that's a story. I don't know. Luque's he's pretty badass. So
I think it's cool that Magny's prospective opponent.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfucker.
yeah, he got a fight, so I think he's good. David Duke.
Kevin Cheekley and his coon striking coaching with the long braided hair are very sensitive, blocking me on Insta. Points MOS. Everyone follow one Southern Born One on Instagram.
Whoa!
I expose steroid cheats, coons, abortionists, Jews, and Nigerian scammers.
There you go.
2 greater than 65.
Look at that! He doesn't care about my tight shirt anymore, and he's hanging with the boys. The 2 points to the mystical one, giving me 15. I ride, you ride. Oh, Jesse, beware. 50 to 15. I'm coming back.
I'm so scared.
You'll see. You'll see the boys ride hard.
Yeah.
The boys ride hard. I stopped your winning streak by 1 point last time.
Yes.
Because of a blunder.
Yeah.
Okay? This time's not going to be a blunder. I'm going to convincingly win. We have 29 minutes left, and I need the boys to come through tonight.
Keep dreaming, bud.
I need them to come through tonight because this one is too confident, too cocky.
Yeah.
And I'm an old man, and I need it. All right. So Luque does have an opponent, and it is Derek Krantz. Derek Krantz is his opponent.
Krantz.
Wait, hold on a second. So
What?
it is still the co-main event? I
Yes,
thought.
sir.
Oh, shit. It's still the co-main. I thought they bumped up Heine. So they didn't. All right. So Luque versus Krantz.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Well, that guy is 24-10-0 coming in with no UFC experience. So big opportunity, but a little bit of a win streak.
Yeah.
He fought at LFA before.
Pretty good fighter.
A rite of passage. Jesse, you know what he fought before? Rite of passage. Well. Rite of passage. Justin Patterson. Fought at the rite of passage. Amen.
All right.
Derek Krantz making his UFC debut. He fought at the rite of passage.
Wonderful.
Okay.
He fought in a
We
church.
just lost 10 viewers because of that. Nice job.
Jesse, we have 200 plus people hanging with the boys. This audience over here is a savage audience, and they like church singing. They're all religious, holy people, correct?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So.
Derek Krantz. Well, rest in peace, Derek Krantz. That's how I'm gonna go. What's the? They got the odds on the DSI action?
I don't know.
You didn't check? Let's see. It should be on here. I don't know if they threw it up though. I'm gonna have to take a look. Do you see it?
Nope.
I'm assuming they're gonna throw something up tomorrow, so I'll keep an eye on this. All right. What is the next story? JBH.
According to Bloody Elbow, Jordan Burroughs is considering an MMA transition after the 2020 Olympics. Multiple-time wrestling world champ Jordan Burroughs made some noise recently when he scored a dominant victory over UFC welterweight Ben Askren at a Beat the Streets wrestling event in New York. This had raised some questions on whether or not Burroughs would also do well in mixed martial arts. UFC President Dana White, for one, already expressed interest in seeing Burroughs compete in MMA. After saying he'd want one MMA fighter, apparently it is something that the 30-year-old wrestler is considering more and more lately. Burroughs said on Monday's episode of the MMA Hour, "It's exciting. I can't deny it. I can't deny it at all. There was a period of time earlier in my career where I was like, I'm going to definitely fight. I definitely want to be a part of this lifestyle. Then there was a period of time where I had so much success in the sport of wrestling and I was like, I don't really need fighting. I'm good. I'm doing well financially. I've got a solid following. I've got a family. I'm healthy. I'm good. Now I've arrived at a place, too, where I'm seeing all of these guys that I once trained alongside become champions, and this is not a shot at any of those dudes, but if these guys can become champion, then I know I can become a champion because I possess all the same qualities that these guys possess. It's exciting. It's exciting. It's something that I definitely consider. But if he does venture into professional fighting, Burroughs would likely do it after 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. With a decorated career in freestyle wrestling, Burroughs also won the gold medal for the United States during the 2012 Summer Olympics in London.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he's got the DC thing? When did DC go to Strikeforce? Wrestler jumping into mixed martial arts. You know, a lot of people are like, well, he's 30 years old, you know. But he is coming from wrestling, and with that background, I feel coming in at 30 years old is not too old. And you look at what he did to Askren over here. Yes, he will lay on people. He will hump and grind.
Yeah.
But if you could just throw a couple of punches, you know, and mix it up with that wrestling, he can be a formidable opponent out there, and I would like to see him jump into the UFC. Mm-hmm. I'm down with the wrestling. I think wrestling
down with Cygnus?
Yeah, I feel it's a key to being a champion now. I really do. I think wrestling is the way. I'm a believer with the wrestling, so let's see if he can get it done. Jess, what do they say in the chat about Mr. Burroughs?
Crumpty Dome says DC was 31, I think. Chu Joint says he knows where those hands go on cold, lonely nights. Jessica G says the ref is making the jack-off motion with Askren.
Let's take a look. All right, there's the ref and Ben Askren. We're going to go to the Zoom. There he is. Look at the ref's face. Maybe she's onto something here. Now, Askren, okay, let's study this. Let's study this picture, Jesse. If you look at Askren's face, I think Jessica G's onto something. Look at his face over here. That is the face of an orgasm.
Yeah.
Right? So we're going to do this. Now we're going to get a little bit down lower. And there's the hand, and he's pushing it by what looks to be his penis. Whoops. What the fuck? Hold on a second. This is quite the show here, fellas. There is a little belly, a little dad bod action, and we get a little closer, and the ref is indeed making Ben Askren jerk off.
Yeah.
So Jessica G has nailed it.
Beautiful.
She is our new detective. Real. Take a seat, because Jessica G has just found out that Ben Askren was getting jerked off. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, back to the chat.
All right. Two Joint says Ben enjoys being touched in public. Damaged One says the ref is a future sex offender.
Oh.
Cruel Intention says a spinning back kick would finish him. Jessica G, they're just having a hard time finding Askren's dick.
Boom,
roasted.
Had a hard time finding Askren's dick, but I never felt this way before.
And I swear,
Ben Askren's cock, and I jerk it off for you. Boom, 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 boom. When I tug on Ben Askren's cock, it feels so warm in my milky white hands. Jess?
Yes?
This is the girl part.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any lyrics for you.
No. Now, by the way, I have never sat through that movie. Fun fact.
Really?
Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing in Grease, I could not withstand.
I am right there with you. Actually,
they are
Grease,
horrific.
I've sat through Grease. I liked the first Grease. I liked it. But I've never sat through Dirty Dancing. My sister's obsessed with it.
Can't do it.
And I never sat through it.
Moulin Rouge, The Notebook, Dirty Dancing, Grease. 4 movies that if I was going to commit suicide, I would put them one after another over there with a bottle of Johnny Walker Double Black. Well, many bottles of Johnny Walker Double Black and a
one bottle per movie.
Yeah, and a gun from perhaps Real. It's right to carry Real over there. I'll pull him up. I'll be like, Real, listen. I'm about to do the 4 movies right
Even
now.
though your girlfriend has family with guns and live in a right-to-carry state,
yeah, but you guys
would call Real.
I would call Real because he's a man's man, right? He puts steroids in his ass.
Right.
Your father doesn't put steroids in his ass.
No.
Maybe your brothers
I
do.
only have a complete military family who could help you out there. But
yeah, but they're on the West Coast. Real is down below.
Yeah,
so
it's cool.
I was just going to call up Real. I'll be like, Real. I need a gun.
Yeah.
I'm about to watch the 4.
Yeah.
It's the end of my life. Thank you. I don't know what's going on here. All right. Did anyone ever see those movies? Did anyone actually sit through any of those movies?
I sat through Grease.
Did you see like The Notebook?
No, I've never watched The Notebook. Actually, I refuse to watch The Notebook.
Yeah, because you probably like it.
I don't like romance movies. Like I'm not. You know that. You already know.
Well, I mean, no, you're not typically you're not a movie person,
Yeah,
but
I can be a romantic, but I don't like romance movies. I think I want to puke when I watch them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go into the next story before I kill myself.
According to MMAnews.com, Donald Cerrone didn't hesitate to take UFC 238 bout with Tony Ferguson.
That's right.
To the surprise of few, Donald Cerrone didn't take long to accept a bout with Tony Ferguson. On June 8th, Cerrone will collide with Ferguson at UFC 238. While Ferguson hasn't fought since October 2018, Cowboy had a 5-round scrap with Al Iaquinta earlier this month. While Cerrone won via unanimous decision and was able to dictate the pace, many believe this is too quick a turnaround for the 4th-ranked 155-pounder. Cerrone talks taking Ferguson the bout. Cerrone took to Instagram account and touched on accepting the bout with El Kakui. If you scroll down a little bit, you can see the Instagram post that he made, along with the caption, "Was down cave diving when the UFC called. Hey, want to fight in 3 weeks? I said, hell yes."
The cave diving, is that eating out his wife? Is that what it's called?
Sure.
Or his girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh.
I said, hell yes, dropped the bowl of guacamole and set the beer down. Hopped the next bird home and ready to rock June 8th in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
UFC 238 will be headlined by a bantamweight title bout. Flyweight title holder Henry Cejudo will move up in weight to take on Marlon Moraes. And MMA News will provide live coverage of UFC 238.
You know who took this picture, Jesse?
Who took this picture?
Danger Cerrone. Did you know that?
Danger's the cutest fucking thing.
He's got a good eye. He's got a good eye with the camera. He's trying to balance. He didn't quite balance the horizon out, but he got a nice dramatic shot of Donald Cerrone, his father. He's like, "Hey, Donald." He calls him Donald. That's what he calls him. I don't know. I guess because his name is Danger.
Right.
And yeah. He took this picture.
Beautiful.
True story.
Beautiful picture.
Do you think that Cowboy Cerrone, who does dabble in CBD,
right?
Do you think Cowboy Cerrone tries a thing called timeless CBD? Maybe he should.
Timeless CBD sees a gap in the industry between quality and affordability. This is a CBD company that strives to make top-notch products at prices people can afford. All of Timeless CBD's products are carefully handmade at their facility. Each and every batch is third-party tested. Visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description and get your hands on only the best CBD products, such as full-spectrum oils, gummies, pain salves, freezes, BCAAs, and more. Use promo code MMA-HOLE, all one word, for up to 20% off of your entire order. We use Timeless CBD on a daily and we haven't felt this good in years. We recommend Timeless CBD to anyone seeking treatment for numerous conditions. Once again, visit Timeless CBD with the link in the description using promo code MMA-HOLE and get up to 20% off of your entire purchase.
That's right. Timeless CBD is
wonderful.
By the way, NH in the chat who won the Timeless CBD, and it is on the wheel of goodies. So Life on Autopilot might have a chance to win the Timeless CBD product. NH got the CBD freeze, and she said it works. So there you go.
I like this stuff.
Yeah, it's stuff you rub it on any soreness or something like that, and it just nullifies the pain, gets you through the day. It does work. So check it out. Timeless CBD, 20% off of everything. Yes. You know, in this tight shirt, I like to put my fist like this in the air, like I just don't care. By the way, I just saw you do this, and it looked like you were jerking me off on the replay. Just want to tune into Not the MMA Holes, link in the description, where Jesse was actually touching my penis. So if you want to see Jesse touch my penis,
tell everyone about that.
Not the MMA Holes, timestamp it and check that out. Fists, are they rising? The fists are in the air. We have 100 likes over there. It is unbelievable stuff. 100 likes. That means we play the wonderful, wonderful song, the song of all songs, the 50-like song. You ready to beat the shit out of your ceilings? Everybody at home, try it.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes. We've got 50 likes. MMA Holes 50 likes. I've got 50 likes.
You've got
50 likes.
We've got 50 likes. MMA Holes 50 likes.
I've got 50 likes. You've got 50 likes.
We've got 50 likes. MMA Holes 50 likes.
The dislikes can choke on a dick.
There we go. 11 people choking on that hard cock. But
that's nasty.
107 people hanging with the boys.
Nasty.
Shout out to the chat. Look at all those fists. They are flying.
10,000 fists in the air.
Name that band. That made you out of breath.
Hashtag. Yeah, the fist pumping did. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is I didn't want to do cardio today, but you made me.
Yeah.
And I felt good afterward, but I still get winded so quick. And I'm like, I do cardio. I don't understand why I can't do like.
Might be allergies. I know. I get. King's Your Mother's. What the fuck is that? So random guy, aka King's Your Mother's Ring, on the MMA
The Gummy Bear.
.com has, and well, let's just show it. I'm not sure what this is. Jeremiah White and
a gummy bear.
I don't know what's going on here. So we have a war on the message board. So check it out, the MMA-Holes.com, and you can see all the craziness go down. This is the MMA Holes actual page, and go say hello to the wonderful, wonderful MMA Holes over there. Make your profile. Jump on the MMA-Holes.com. Any more stories?
Yeah, we have 2 more stories.
All right, 2 more stories. Remember, we are playing the points game. Only 14 minutes left. I need some help from the boys. 15 on the board against 50. So if you want to play along, drop a donation, super chat, or Streamlabs down below. Interrupt the show and support your favorite MMA hole for the evening. Points to Mystic or points to JBH.
Yes.
That's what you got to say. Remember.
All right.
Doesn't work if you don't say it. Don't forget. All right, next page.
According to MMAnews.com, Alex Volkanovski's coach is absolutely livid over the UFC title snub. Alexander Volkanovski's coach isn't happy that his fighter won't be receiving the next Ultimate Fighting Championship featherweight title shot. Volkanovski earned the biggest win of his professional mixed martial arts career at UFC 237. He took on Jose Aldo in enemy territory. The Great became just the 3rd man under the UFC banner to defeat Aldo, and he did so via unanimous decision. Volkanovski's coach sounds off on the title snub. Earlier this week, it was revealed that Frankie Edgar would get the next crack at Max Holloway's UFC featherweight gold on July 27th. During an appearance on Submission Radio, Volkanovski's coach Eugene Behrman made it clear that he isn't happy with the UFC's decision. This is what he had to say. Gutted, mate. Absolutely livid. Livid, livid. Like, we talk about this for such a long time. We talked about it. Our team talked about it. Our goal was to set this scenario up. And for all our knowledge, this is what the UFC were looking for. This is what they wanted. They needed Volkanovski to win that fight. They needed Israel to get into position. And then we've got an Australasian supercard set up all because of the work that we've put in and the position that we've put ourselves into. And that was all to get to this goal, to get the supercard. And we were obviously thinking that, but the UFC was on a different page. We didn't think so, but yeah, absolutely gutted. Is it not obvious? And this has nothing to do with Frankie. I mean, I don't know Frankie. I don't know his coaches. I don't know his management or anything. And it's not about that Frankie doesn't deserve it. He probably does deserve it. He just doesn't deserve it more than Alex Volkanovski deserves it. Unfortunately for Frankie, him and his team advised him to take that risky fight against Brian Ortega. And I fully understand why you got to do that, because you can't wait around forever. Your family has to eat. You have to earn money. But it's called a risk for a reason.
Well, Alexander, stay ready, because Frankie Edgar versus Max Holloway, a fight that was supposed to happen before, either one of those guys can fall out. So stay ready, Alexander Volkanovski, because I have a feeling we're not going to even get to see Frankie versus Max. I mean, it's not a crazy prediction considering what happened last time. Both fighters, 145. Frankie Edgar's been hurt before. Max has been hurt before. Stay ready, buddy.
Stay ready.
Stay ready. By the way, I see in the chat people are speaking about this. I did see this, and shout out to Henry Solstice for bringing this up. But let's just do a little thing here. That's right. I saw in the chat people posting this, and this is a true thing. This cat has 2.6. Sorry, it's a little loud. 2.6 million followers.
This is so sad.
Grumpy Cat, at 7 years old, his birthday was in April, has passed on. Jesse?
Yes.
Can you read what they wrote on Grumpy Cat's Instagram?
We are unimaginably heartbroken to announce the loss of our beloved Grumpy Cat. Despite care from top professionals, as well as from her very loving family, Grumpy encountered complications from a recent urinary tract infection that unfortunately became too tough for her to overcome. She passed away peacefully on the morning of Tuesday, May 14th, at home in the arms of her mommy, Tabitha. Besides being our baby and a cherished member of the family, Grumpy Cat has helped millions of people smile all around the world, even when times were tough. Her spirit will continue to live on through her fans everywhere. Grumpy's family, Tabitha, Brian, and Crystal.
That's right. Grumpy Cat is dead. Apparently, Kenshiro Ryu is the one that ate Grumpy Cat, and that's the real cause of death.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But yeah, Grumpy Cat has moved on to another life. Now, I've lost a cat myself, and it's a sad thing. I am fascinated, though. Like, you have this account, this Grumpy Cat account, and it's 2.6 million followers. They got fucking toys and stuffed animals. They got merchandise. Now the cat's dead. What do they do? What's the plan?
Well, they can still,
Find another
keep
Grumpy
the
Cat?
business going and stuff, and I think they can honor the cat in different ways, too, like make little posts about it. They don't have to get rid of the account for it. It does suck, though. I've lost a lot of pets in the past. Like, it fucking sucks, man. Like,
Yeah.
I've had my pets die in my arms. Like, that shit's, that's some sucky shit.
Well, listen, judging from these pictures, I kind of think that Grumpy Cat might have committed suicide because look at what they made this poor cat do. There's a reason why the cat was pissed off. It's just ridiculous. This poor cat doesn't look like he looks like he's having, or she, I should say, is having problems walking. But yeah, this poor cat. Rest in peace, Grumpy Cat. You're in a better place now.
R.I.P. Grumpy Cat.
There you go. All right, so there you go. Grumpy Cat has passed on. Let's get to one more story, and then the points game is going to wind down. Only 9 minutes left in the game. So remember, points to Mystic or points to JBH. Can I get a walk-off victory at the very end? Someone hitting a home run, putting me over the edge, making me complete another victory in a row with my tight-ass I'm a goddamn celebrity shirt. Let's do it, boys. I need some help. I don't know why I was rubbing my nips, but all right. What else? What's the last story?
You're so cute.
I know. Last story. Oh.
According to MMA Fighting, Jessica Aguilar parts ways with the UFC and still hopes for UFC Mexico City fight. Former WSOF strawweight champ Jessica Aguilar is no longer on the UFC roster, she confirmed to MMA Fighting. Aguilar signed with a promotion after raking up a 19-4 record with key victories over Megumi Fuji twice, Carla Esparza, and Kalindra Faria, but went 1-4 under the UFC banner between 2015 and 2019. Jag, who scored her sole UFC win with a decision over Jody Escobar, leaves the promotion.
Whoa! Let's go pervert cameraman time! You ready for boobies?
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air, flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Filthy mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip. Pervert cameraman, Ariel Celeste. Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Boobies.
Life on autopilot.
Points, Jesse. Happy birthday for the weekend.
Yes!
And hopefully Jesse Kang will drop a donation soon because my donos won't even cover the postage.
Oh. There we go. And he is the highest donator, coming in at 10 points over here. Puts Jesse at 60. And I need some help. Jesse, you ready to dance? Oh, yes. All right. With 6 minutes
you
and...
cut me off short.
Well, listen. There's going to be a lot of points coming in. 6 minutes and 52 seconds left in the points game. I need help. But I am one donation away. And I could run away with this victory.
What was that? You didn't know what you were doing for a minute?
I was kissing my hands for the
You
boys.
decided that was a good idea?
I need that.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull off the upset victory this week and disappoint everyone with a wonderful, wonderful comeback. Jessica Aguilar.
Yes.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Aguilar still hoping to get another chance in the UFC, though, as the company has a fight night event scheduled for Mexico City's Arena Ciudad de Mexico on September 21st. The American top team talent currently holds a 20-8 record, with half of those wins coming by way of stoppage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Aguilar, Mexico City fight. Make it happen, Dana White. What do you say, Jesse?
I say let's do it.
Let's do it for Mexico City. That's
Do it
right.
for Mexico.
Good stuff. All right, so if you're just jumping in, we got to say this. We are going to be live mañana. If you're new to this shit, we are the MMA-Holes. We react to every one of these UFC fights, MMA fights, boxing. Have some fun over here at the Holes.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So if you haven't subscribed, let's get it done. 200 people hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
And 111 likes. So fantastic stuff. Thank you guys for participating in our Fukoff Friday adventure. And it is an adventure tonight, Jesse.
It is.
Right?
Right.
Who will be rolling the die of doom on this casting couch? Now, keep in mind, if I lose...
Wait.
The die of doom! Keep in mind, on this casting couch, I have to say this. You will be seeing my ass and not Jesse's ass, okay? So if I roll the die and lose, you will see my ass. So everyone that donated points to Jesse, you get to see my ass. Just saying.
They want to see your ass.
Just saying. So right now it's 60-15. If you really want to see my ass, well, make sure you put points to JBH. And you're welcome, motherfuckers. If you don't want to see my ass, points to Mystic. Let me win this game and you can see her little tookus.
I'm not going to stand in front of the camera.
Oh, you're damn straight you're going to stand in front of that camera and roll that die. That's
no,
right.
I'm not.
We should call this the ass cam.
No.
A little information for the boys over there.
Hanging with the boys.
All right, Jesse.
Yeah, see?
You excited for this card tomorrow?
I actually am. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I am. I'm just excited to watch some fights, you know?
Yeah, that's got to be what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because the card is not exciting. Let's be honest.
There's some fights on there that I find rather, interesting. But I'm just excited to watch some fights go on.
Yeah, I mean, the card is very meh. The main event is good. Definitely interested in that. In the poll, let's refresh this. We had 713 people voting. Let's see what the vote is at right now. With 200 people watching, if you didn't get your votes in, get them in. 732, and still RDA 55% over Kevin Lee 45%. A very close vote over here. Who will get the win tomorrow night main event?
Oh,
The
evening. Oh, bad.
Yeah, we need
no
two.
good, Moss.
This is ridiculous.
No good.
The evening.
All right, forget it. There it is. So we have.
I can do it better. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the main event of the evening. Weighing in at... No, I won't do the whole thing.
170.
I was going to do the whole thing and introduce them, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
No. Moss. No. You just...
Ladies, gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening.
A cumin.
I don't know what's going on. Welcome to Fuko Friday. I think the card sucks, to be honest. This is a perfect fight night for the MMA holes. You know, this is a perfect night that you want to hang with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Because we got some good. Wait, what the fuck? What? So here it says they're the co-main event. What is going on?
It just says middle. It doesn't say co-main.
Why is this switched up?
That's weird.
So on UFC.com it has Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Ian Heinisch. So what's the fucking co-main? Tapology or UFC? Who's got it right? Who the fuck got it right? Confused. It's bullshit. If UFC.com is wrong,
Heinisch is the co-main.
It is. Oh, so look at that.
Antonio Carlos Jr.
So we were right the first time. This should be the co-main. I'd rather see this fight. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You can't
Fuck
stop
yeah.
the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
BLT coming in.
No more donations for Moss. We want to see that sweet pink has. The agency
They want to see my ass. Doesn't say points to JBH though, but thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, it doesn't have to. I'm already winning.
Huh? Well, what do you mean you're already winning? We got 57
they don't have to give me points.
seconds.
I'm already winning. They just have to make sure they time it out
Help.
so that they can see your booty.
If you want to see JBH's ass, you better drop that sweet donation and say points to Mystic.
They want to see your booty.
Let's go this. Let's do this. We want to hang with the boys.
Hang with the boys.
33 seconds left in the game. Can Mystical come back? A fantastic buzzer beater win. And I have to say this, Jesse.
What?
There is a Dana White donation down below that can put you away. And they will be the highest donator, but there is not much time left with 15 seconds on the clock. Am I going to roll the die of doom? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. No, you get to see my ass. You get to see my ass.
You're gonna see
that right.
The mystical booty.
Well, listen. Thank you, Vlad. I appreciate that. I appreciate you very much for hanging with the boys. And Real came in a little bit as well.
Mystical booty time. Stop talking.
But tonight I have lost the points game, and I will take it on the chin. But I didn't realize that this audience liked to see male ass.
No,
So-
not any male ass. The mystical ass.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know this is how the show went.
So let's see it. Let's see it, bud. Get out there.
All right.
With those cute little shorts on.
I got my tight ass shirt. It must have been the shirt. I mean, I think they really into
Wait
this.
till you see the shorts.
I think they're really into this. All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna spin the wheel of goodies. We're gonna spin the wheel of goodies.
Wheel of goodies after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
After I roll, I mean, look at the music. This is not wheel of goodies music. This is some casting couch music. You're welcome. All right, every guy, take your pants off.
Eat your heart out. Eat your hearts out. He was doing this in the gym today.
That's right. That's what you get. That's what you get. I'm gonna roll the die too.
Make sure
This is what you wanted.
Put your booty in the camera as you roll. Ah, yes. Yes.
That's for the agency. The roll. Oh shit.
Yes. Yes. Mystical Moss, what did you roll? You guys haven't, if you think that you haven't seen enough, don't worry. Moss is going to dance like a Tiger Rife ring girl for you right now.
You just went all Ken Shiro right there. You're like,
Tiger
I'm
Rife.
Tiger Rife. You're gonna dance like a Tiger Rife ring girl.
Tiger Rife ring girl.
Now the bad part is you got to chop off my head because you can't really see it over there. But maybe that's
Make
a
sure
good
you
thing.
show the mystical booty.
All right, so
It's the best
I
part.
have to dance like a Tiger Life ring girl. It got really gay. I mean, this is what happens. Life on autopilot. Look what you did. Look what you did. All right. Well, we're gonna spin the wheel of goodies after I do my dance.
Do you want to dance with a drink in your hand?
I do need a Tiger Life. I mean, there's no better way.
Dance with a proper 12 in your hand.
All right. So how are we gonna do this? Let's do this.
Get you some Tiger Life music.
All right. Whoa. Whoops. All right. Here we go. All right. So we got the music queued up.
I'm totally going to clip this and post it on Instagram.
I need a Tiger Life can. They are not our sponsor anymore, so free plug.
We don't have a can.
Did we? What? Where'd it go? The fuck? What do you mean we don't have a can? You threw it out?
I didn't touch a can.
Vlad.
Proceeds to take pants off. All right, MOS. Let's get his show going.
Where the fuck's the can? It was over there.
No, it wasn't.
You tossed out the Tiger Life, the only Tiger Life can.
I didn't
we
touch
have
a
left?
can, Chris.
Hold on a second. You always touch my can.
Oh, now he's gonna go piss. He's flaking out on you guys. He's supposed to dance like a Tiger Life ring girl, and he's flaking. BLT says 260. Sean Hart Moss, put that baseball shirt on, please. Chrome Genome says porn. And he's dropping the eggplants in the chat. Earth Prospector is blowing his nose. Are you okay, bud? Sean Hart says he's fapping. Jeffrey Dahmer with the 260. Vlad says staring intensifies. We'll make sure that he shows the mystic booty whenever he does his dance. Cree 85 says guilty. Damaged 1 JBH. We'll have to do it. Nice try, bud. Nice try. What has this show become? Boy, I miss a few and come back to this. Welcome to Food Off Friday, my friend. My pants went flying off of me. Ricardo Aguilar says, hello, JBH. Hello, Ricardo. Joe Rod says, talk like a porn star should be on the dice. Talk about ratings. That is a good one to put on the die.
Okay, we found the Tiger Life.
Yeah. So, accuse me again of throwing that thing out?
This is not the one I was talking about. This is from the two that was in there. The other one's
you're
gone.
still going to accuse me of it?
Okay. So I am going to dance like a Tiger Life ring girl.
Super chat.
And that's a key, men. You just ignore them.
No, you
Super
didn't.
chat.
42-year-old hips are ready to shatter.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna break my hip while I do this dance. But I'm doing it for the people. All right. So I'm going to move this camera up a little so you can see more of me. There you go. Okay. Let's see if I'm in frame.
Show the mystical booty. I'm like stuttering today. You can't see your booty. Turn around.
Well, this is the best we're going to do.
Turn around. Let's camera check.
All right. You ready, Jess? Play the music.
And 3, 2. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Why can I just ask you why you shoved the Tiger Life up your ass? What was that? What came over you just then? It's beautiful.
It's not easy. I don't know how those girls do it.
You did such a great job.
I think I should
Turned
be in
me
the
on a
Triton
little.
Fights cage.
Yeah. It was very hot.
Man, I tell you what. You're welcome. All right. Let's spin the wheel of goodies. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Okay, Life on Autopilot lives in the UK. So this is going to be one expensive spin. But that's okay, because he is...
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. Here we go, Life on Autopilot. You have just won. Well, we're going to find out. Here's the wheel. Jesse.
Yes.
I'm out of breath.
I gotta say, if I were to be perfectly honest, that was really hot. I kind of want to fuck you now.
That was hot?
Yeah, it turned me on.
What, me panting after dancing
Especially
for
when you
1
take
minute?
your shirt off and shove the Tiger Life can up your ass. I mean,
It's pretty hot. I got to say this. I think all the guys are moist right now. All right, I'm gotta get the setting ready for the wheel.
Yes.
Okay. There it is. All right, let's go to the widgets. Hold on, Jess. It takes me like an hour to find this. I mean, you're gonna spin it, of course. Right now, JBH is gonna spin the wheel for the highest donator. That donator is Life on Autopilot. And are you ready to spin, Jesse? You gotta wait.
Stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfucker.
It's the agency.
Remove everything but dance like a Tiger Life girl from the die.
It's not a bad idea. I gotta say this. You're never gonna top that dance. Ever. Whoa! Holy shit, I need sunglasses right now. I'm blinded.
Because I'm so white.
Wow. That guy got a little freaky. Holy shit. All right, Jess, you ready?
Yes.
To spin the wheel of goodies. What will land on, Jess? What do you think? What is on that wheel?
Nobody knows.
What do we get to choose from over here? Whoops. There it is. What's on the wheel, JVH?
USB port, timeless CBD, t-shirt, jacket, hat, jersey, mug, speaker, thermal mug, blender bottle, sweater, mini cooler, and pens or cork.
All right. All right, Jesse, you ready to spin?
Yes.
What does Life on Autopilot win? Here we go. Whoa, it's spinning. The wheel spins round and round it goes. Where it stops,
nobody knows.
Let's see. Let's see. The dramatic silence. Oh, a thermal mug!
Whoop, whoop! Whoop, whoop!
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's so easy.
Actually, the thermal mug is really nice.
Yeah,
Should I show it to him?
It's really good. You know what's funny? Like when we do like CES trips and stuff, we put coffee in the thermal mugs and we take them on the road with us, and it's still hot at the end of the day. The coffee's still hot. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm getting a tan this summer. You know, it's we've got a wedding event coming up that I need a tan for. I have to wear a dress. Oh. God, I have to look like a girl for once.
There it is. Look at that. It's got the BetDSI. Keeps everything warm or cold inside this little cup, and we use it all the time. So there you go. Life on Autopilot. Thanks for playing along.
Yeah, probably spray on tan. It's easier.
All right. I think we're done.
All right.
Tomorrow night, we will be back.
That was an epic fail.
What happened?
I went to go. I went to go put my arm around you. Look at, and then I missed the chair completely. All right. So.
We'll see you tomorrow night. By the way, 178 people hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
And only 120 likes. So why are we not at 150, Jesse?
I don't know, Moss.
120 likes and 180 people watching.
Yes.
Can we get to 150 before the show is over? Set a record and beat the shit out of our ceiling? All right, we'll see you tomorrow night. Fuck you.
Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.